Alrighty, we are live. I'm sorry for the technical issues at the start of the stream. I had unplugged everything previously on my computer to dust it all out. So for some reason, Windows just decided to default everything to my webcam. I don't know why webcam is now the go-to default when you
Always
have
has been.
when you have an audio mixer and a microphone and everything plugged in. It's like, no, we're just going to go to that.
Always has been.
But what cracks me up is it was having my Spotify root default to my webcam. My webcam doesn't have speakers.
Does now.
Apparently.
Well,
The computer just thinks it's smarter than everyone else and does what it wants.
And that's why Windows updates keep ruining everything.
Oh, dude, I am so glad my PC can't use Windows 11.
No, they're just gonna force you to use Windows 11, and your computer is gonna overheat, and then you have to go buy a Windows 11 computer.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, dude, I love it because if I manually go into Windows Update and I look at the update, it says your computer is not compatible with Windows 11. You should consider upgrading. And I go,
Most aren't at this point.
I go, you can sit and spin. So we're about to fight dragons, right?
You're gonna be fighting a lot of things, my friend. So before we get into probably what may be death,
Probably, he says.
as I type something into the search bar in Roll20 and I put death.
I know that feeling.
You know what? There's a disturbingly high number of monsters with death in their name.
And not all of them are actually death.
Yeah, I mean, there's death, but then there's like a whole bunch of other shit that has just like death in the name. It's like, guys, come on now.
That's how you make something terrifying.
Look, you make it terrifying or you make it extremely edgy.
Yeah.
Oh god.
What if I want an edge lord?
If you want edge lord, then you have to both put death in the name and also give it a tattered black cloak.
And death has to be a name of an attack somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I can come up with that. Give me a sec.
Them's the rules. We don't make them. We just have to follow them.
So
in the player's handbook, look it up.
Apologies if I have to get up and yell at my cat. I have to keep her in my room right now because my brother's spraying ant poison in his room. So cat has to stay in here for a couple hours. And if she doesn't like it, she's just going to do what all cats do and she's going to make it everyone else's problem.
Yeah.
She'll be fine.
Sounds about right.
But yes, you have some things to deal with tonight. So
I have no knowledge of these things.
Before we get started, Fox, two things. Can you remind me of Reaver's friend's name?
Reaver has friends?
The old dwarf.
Therian. Is that who you're talking about?
No, the one that was in the camp.
Which old dwarf?
The one that was in the camp. The one that you guys met previously.
I should have my
last
notes
session.
open. I know I have it in my notes. Was it Beldar Bouldergrave?
Yes, there we go. Beldar. I was trying to remember who it was. So it was Veldar or something like that.
Close.
So, when we last left off, there was a bit of a commotion outside of the tents. Oh, the other question, Fox, was Reaver outside or was he in one of the pavilion tents?
I think he was in one of the tents because he was talking to Beldar until they both were just like out for the night, I think.
That's right. They were reminiscing about the past. Okay. And it was, I believe, Reaver who saw the things moving outside of the tent and then the alarms going up.
Yep.
So as we pick up today, some decent battle music going on here. But as we pick up today, there are war horns blowing throughout the camp and the slowly rising sound of combat and clashing blades, as well as you hear various calls of the camp is under a raid. So what I'm going to need, well, what I would like to know, because combat hasn't started for all of you yet, is what all of you are doing as I take you to a map. I forgot. You probably need to see where you're situated here.
Just for clarification, was there a rest that happened in there?
Yes, because this would be like the late part of the evening, early part of the morning. So yeah.
Okay.
So as the combat is starting to pick up outside, what are you in your tents doing?
Well, I think Reaver, as soon as he hears and sees things are going south out there, he's eager to join in the fight with his friends of old, and he's going to be charging out of that tent, blowing on his own war horn.
And this is the special war horn, right?
It is, yeah.
Okay. I've sort of had to rework it because I can't find the old stuff.
That's okay, because I don't really remember what any of the old stuff was, so. Besides, it's in new hands now, so it does new stuff.
You know, always
Indeed
check
it does.
notes, but who's gonna do that?
No, because Darian only blew on it a couple times.
Oh, okay.
So, Reaver,
Yeah,
you roll me a d20.
sure can. It's gonna be an 18.
Nice. So you blow this war horn and it echoes out throughout the camp. And as it does, you can feel the ground underneath you sort of rumble. They have them, right? Yes, they do. As now standing outside of your tents as you exit are two allied earth elementals.
And do I get the sense or feeling upon seeing them that they are allies? Like,
Yes, as you exit the tent, they kind of like give you a nod, sort of just signaling that they're there to assist.
Probably stop Reaver in his tracks for a moment, and then he'd remember that Therian's equipment always does weird shit, and then he'd just be like, okay, I'll just go with this. And he continues moving onwards towards the battle.
Huh. Bring him out here. When you step out here, go ahead and roll initiative. Well, at this point in time, I'm just gonna have everyone roll initiative.
Okie dokie.
Elementals had me stopping in my tracks for a little bit too long. I rolled terrible initiative.
I didn't roll great either, but it is what it is. I'll take the low roll on initiative in order to hopefully get some better rolls later.
Yeah, I like being low on the order because then people can not be where I don't want them.
Or move into the spot you wanted.
I mean,
As a caster, I usually like being low on the initiative, but not as a whatever I am.
So what are you?
A ranger. Right, yes, I'm a ranger.
You're an RNGer.
do you remember how to do that?
Sort of.
Okay.
We're about to find out.
All right, I need Evie, get down. Oh, so while all this is going on, let's see, what is his dexterity? Okay. All right, so we're gonna. So we'll do this since since you technically took the initiative round here, Reaver. When you step outside, you can see off to the north of the camp, 5 humanoid dragon-like beings, sort of start rushing in, giving you a look. A couple of them look a bit almost humanoid, and then others look to be a bit more of a monstrosity. And then here is your friend.
Badass dwarf.
Oh yeah, dude. We got the eye scar and everything. Hell yeah, dude.
Farron.
Hi. Let's see here. Gonna walk out of her tent. Seeing what the hell's going on. She notices weird things.
Multiple weird things.
Multiple weird
And
things.
as you exit your tent, as you have more of a clear view of the area around you. Give me a second. Sirenscape is a bit loud on my end. You can see that there are more lights, as in torchlight, coming towards your camp, and you can hear very heavy both hear and feel very tremorous like thuds growing closer to the camp.
Okay, and all these are dragonoids, humans.
They look like they've got some sort of draconic feature to them.
Okay, so all right, so that was 5. What's my movement speed? 25 left. Okay, let's see here. Where can I go? I don't like this. I really don't. But I'm gonna do it anyway. So I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move 20 feet here, and I'm gonna hold my action.
Where'd you move? 20 feet there?
Yep.
Give me a second, because the character sheets that I have for a couple of these creatures are not updated because they have been changed. Evie, I see you on my door. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that they didn't have any sort of like reaction or anything when somebody got within range of them.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right. So this gentleman here seems to bark out an order to the rest of them in Draconic, to the 3 more humanoid looking dragonish creatures. You speak Draconic, right?
I do, yes.
You can hear it call out, "Leave nothing alive, burn it down." And then, do you speak Infernal as well?
I believe I do. Let me check. Yeah, I do, yes.
Okay, and then it looks over to its blue counterpart, and it says, "Do not forget the souls of the more powerful. We will need them for the sacrifice."
Very well.
And then it looks on over to you. And I am going to need a saving throw here.
Okay, what would you like?
I would like a cat that behaved is what I would want.
Negative, sir.
I don't have any saving cat throws.
Then what good is this save then?
Well,
All right, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Wisdom saving throw. I don't have any negative effects, do I? No, okay, so that's all gone. Why does it have to be wisdom? Okay. That'll be a 12.
That'll be a 12.
Yep. Unfortunately.
Perfect. Evie, he's gonna keep doing that all night. So you feel he waves his hand as their imposing demeanor slightly changes, as to now you are looking almost as if a group of friends, as they cast Charm Person on you.
But they're ugly.
I mean, they've got a charisma of 19, so maybe not.
What assholes? Arming a
And
lady.
it
Fixed.
it calls out to you. Quickly, my friend, we must find it. Use a torch and burn these tents to the ground. The orb is all that matters.
Good thing I don't have torches in my backpack.
And then it's going to start moving down this way. Dorngal.
So we haven't had time to do any preparation or anything because it's not the next morning, correct?
Correct. You wouldn't have time to change your spells or anything of that matter.
Alrighty, cool. So I'm still a moon druid boy. So I hear a ruckus. Do I hear the guy telling, people to burn down the tents?
Do you speak Draconic or Infernal?
Nope.
Then you hear somebody barking out something, but not really sure what exactly it is.
All right. So I'm gonna step out. I see a bunch of dudes.
And you see Farron standing there with her weapon out.
Okay. Well, I don't know that she's been charmed, so I'm guessing she's. To me, I'm presuming she's heading into the fray over here. So I'm gonna go beat this guy up. So yeah. So I am going to rage, and then I'm gonna roll a d8. Yeah. Let's see. Not beaver.
Not beaver.
Oh, I got an 8. That's a new one.
Ooh, you got 8. Roll me a d6, please.
All right. That is a 3.
That is a 3. So you begin to rage, your armor enacting as you feel something kind of almost coming to life inside your chest.
Uh-oh.
As your hair begins to stand on end as small sparks of electricity sort of flicker off of you, your eyes taking a more reptilian look. While you are in this rage, you have a electrical breath weapon.
What?
It's only a 15-foot cone, but it is an electrical breath weapon.
Oh, heck yeah.
It is
man.
a DC 15 dexterity saving throw versus 8d6 lightning damage.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Or be paralyzed. Just kidding.
As an 8 on here is dragon.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah, dude. Do I understand Draconic now?
If you weren't raging, probably.
I you know what? I can go with that. Yeah, I can go with that. Yeah, I'm kind of like in the moment. Fuck yeah, dude. So I'm going to go to this guy, and then I'm going to
Get down.
Holy
Give me
shit!
a moment.
She's just like.
No, not meow.
She's like, I'm just gonna start tearing shit up.
You know, I'm sorry you're mad because you have to stay in here because we don't want you drinking rat poison or ant poison. That doesn't mean you get to break everything.
Holy hell, dude, that was some shit.
They told me I can be whatever I wanted, so I decided to be a problem.
Yeah. All right, cool. So I have extra attack. So, and you know what? I'm gonna see how hard these guys are hit before I decide if I'm gonna swing recklessly or not. So, oh god. Dice. Help me out here, please. Bad shit's happening.
That's how I feel.
So my best roll is a 16, which I'm presuming is gonna miss.
Your best roll is a 16.
Yep.
That is not going to hit.
Yep. Rolled a 6 and a 3.
Oof.
You guys get a temporary timeout. You guys, that was not helpful. Yeah, that's all I can do. Move, rage, miss like a derp.
All right. So the creatures on you, or the one nearest to you, when you go up and you make those attacks, and he just sort of looks at you very disappointed, like, and it's going to make 2 swings against you as it's carrying a long sword and a short sword. I don't think a 10 hits you.
Thank goodness, no.
What about an 18?
Nope.
Nope.
18,
So
21.
both of you are you're landing blows against each other, but they don't really seem to be breaking through either armor. This one is going to walk over to here. It's going to take in a deep breath as it just blows a spurt of flame onto this tent.
Well, this tent is on fire.
As I'm just going to use this little marker for things that are on fire. This one just kind of walks close to Farron as well, blows out a spurt of flame, and then lights this one on fire as well. Marius.
I'm going to need my cat protection. Cat protection. All right. Step A is this cat goes that way. This cat goes that way, and since it can't take damage, it's going to be the point for this. Alright. Right about... Yeah, there. We are going to be casting a new toy that I haven't played with yet.
Oh, looky, something fun.
We are going to cast Vitrolic Sphere.
Voltrolic Sphere.
Hi.
Point within range and glowing 1-foot diameter ball of emerald acid streaks there and explodes in a 20-foot radius sphere. Each creature in the area must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 10d4 acid damage and another 5d4 acid damage at the end of its next turn. On a successful save, the creature takes half the initial damage and no damage at the end of its next turn. Okay. So we've got...
Question is it acid?
That is a good question. Is it acid?
Actually, this one is going to be lightning.
Real lightning.
Coming off of Storm Sphere, which I also have loaded.
Okay. So this is a dex saving throw.
Correct.
Okay, so one got a 3, the other one got a 13 for the red guys. So I believe that it's spell save 16, so they fail. Blue boy, I think is going to fail as well with a total of 12. And same thing with green boy. So
Okay.
everybody in that area fails the save.
If you want to flag them all for me, just so we remember to give them extra damage.
Yep.
And that is going to be... $29 total.
To all of them?
Yep. And I don't need that anymore because it does not persist. Does not persist.
Okay. Anything else from the cat?
Nope. That is exactly what I'm going to do. And that is it.
Is there anything that they have to make to in order to discern that cat isn't real, or is it just a perfect copy?
It's very evidently fake.
Oh, okay.
Here, let me.
So anything that has like a modicum of intelligence would be able to tell that it's
let me
more
bring this up.
familiar than anything.
I think it's spectral.
It's spectral. It's very obvious that it is not real, unless they have a thing for ghosts, in which case, have at her.
Yeah, ghost cat attacking you.
Looking up the specifics of a spell.
Cool thing is it just doesn't go away until I decide it does.
Or if you're unconscious.
There's a whole lot of caveats, but you really have to come get me. I don't want to be anywhere near it.
Fair. Oh, I forgot that when Fairy made her saving throw, I was supposed to make one too. Oh well.
That's all right.
I forgot that we got
That looked
lanes like
distinctly
that.
like a path of murder that Reaver was plotting there.
No.
Yes, it did. Very much
Reaver
so.
would never.
Well, you see, you summoned elementals. I figured the safest place for a kitty is next to those things.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay. So, the blue one comes here, seeing the group of you around the campfire, kind of sighs and shakes its head, raises its staff towards you as this very large, almost translucent like wall begins to form around the group.
Am I gonna have to do the thing?
You might have to.
As a wall of force begins to construct itself around you.
No.
Please tell me you have the thing prepared.
You've got the thing.
Ew.
There. Wait, you don't?
I do.
Do you
Okay.
want to use the thing?
I'm going to use the thing because that's a spell level that I don't normally play
Yep.
with.
Okay, so Wall of Force is a 5th level spell.
Which means I need to 10 plus the spell's level, and that's running off of.
Your spellcasting modifier, it should be.
Okay, it's functional. No. Sad noises. No.
What'd you get?
12.
12. So the Wall of Force goes around the a lot of you.
Irritated, but okay.
Thankfully the exit wasn't completely cut off. It's about all he can do right now as he comes rushing out. Amelia.
Okay. When I pop out of the tent, I'm worried. Just move there to kind of look around, see what's happening.
As you can see, as you look out, you can see that a couple tents are on fire. These
Yeah.
weird looking dragon-like things, well, these bipedal dragon humanoids, not necessarily dragonborn, are now in the camp. A couple of your friends seem to be behind or surrounded by this strange, like translucent, almost like topaz color like wall.
The blue one also takes 11 damage at the end of his turn,
Okay.
and he is no longer flagged.
He needs
Now-
to make a concentration check.
Nope.
No, he does.
So check for the wall force.
For the Wall of Force, he needs to make a concentration
Oh.
check.
Yes.
You want that.
He's able to maintain it.
Okay.
Now, from the distance I was from when they were talking, did I overhear them? I do speak both Draconic and Infernal.
Go ahead and
But I don't know if I was close enough.
go ahead and give me a perception roll for that.
Okay. $26?
26, you heard everything.
Okay.
Even the call out to a friend to begin to burn everything to find an orb.
Well, there's not much I can do for that person. I mean, I could go smack them with a pointy stick, but I don't think they'd appreciate that.
You don't know that they're charmed.
Oh, okay.
Because they didn't call out by name or anything
The name,
specifically. They
that's
just
right.
said, grab a torch, my friend, and, burn it all to the ground.
Okay. This is the closest thing to me, so what do I want to do? I want to do... Because why the hell not? I'll just move up a step closer, and since I have that 10-foot reach, I will see if I can hit it with my glaive.
Okay.
That is a...
Wait, you did lightning damage, right?
Yes, that was
Raven.
lightning damage. Raven.
Okay, so need to let him know that the blue guy was not affected by the lightning damage.
Okay.
But go so what attack roll did you make?
24?
24 will definitely hit.
And I'll go ahead and burn one of my channel divinities to do the touch of death.
Speaking of edgy,
So let me roll. So that's 11 slashing, and then it's going to be 27 necrotic. If they are resistant, I ignore it.
so total 38.
Yes.
All right. So that is going to be one hell of a roll for concentration here.
I didn't even think about that.
Because they've got to pretty much beat 38 points of 38 points on a save in order to not drop the Constitution save. And even with their stats, it's only going to be a 25.
Well, that'll do it, right? Because it's
Yeah.
half damage.
Oh, it's half damage?
DC.
Okay.
Yeah. So DC would have been 19.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. So he's still holding it.
Not that I want to remain trapped in a wall of force, but gotta be fair.
Gotta be
Yeah.
fair.
So then as a bonus action, I'll go ahead and cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay, you see, that's just rude. Beating somebody over the head every turn.
What's your spiritual weapon looking like?
A bloody cat's paw.
Just a floating ethereal paw, just...
Yeah. So when you cast a spell, you can make a melee attack against a creature within 5 feet of the weapon. So I'll go ahead and manifest it like behind this guy. And then I'll smack him with it, because why not?
There isn't a cat's paw, so I'm just putting a cat.
That works. And that's gonna be a 19 to hit.
A 19 will hit.
Okay. And I did not upcast, so it's only a D8 plus 5. So that's a total of 11 force damage.
Still maintains concentration, but he's going to take that damage. Who do we got next? Reaver.
I will dip back behind this tent a little bit. Just distance.
Okay, so the elementals, is it an action, bonus action, or free action to issue them a command?
They act on their own after your turn.
Okay.
So pretty much like they you'll have control over where they move and whatnot.
Okay. So in that case, I am going to delay my turn until after the elementals. If I can do that.
You can.
Okay. Because I would like this one in here with me. Since these are just like base earth elementals, right?
Just base earth elementals.
Looking at the right stats here. They have a burrow speed. So I'd like this guy to try and burrow a tunnel out from this wall of force.
That's dope.
Earth elementals are earth. Let's see. Yeah, earth glide. The earth elemental can burrow through non-magical unworked earth and stone. While doing so, the elemental does not disturb the material it moves through. So it can get through, but you cannot.
Yeah, so that's it. It's just movement. It can move through the ground, but if it can use its action to deliberately dig a tunnel while it's moving, that would be awesome.
So you wanted to spend time to begin to sort of just begin to like punch a hole through the earth to get underneath it.
Yeah, because there's nothing Reaver can do from within this wall. He's entirely trapped. So
okay, so if you wanted to, if you want it to dig, it definitely can. It's going to take some time though.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay, and it just looks at you for a moment, trying to get a sense as to how exactly it's going to do that, and then it just starts punching the ground. It's like making large indentations every time anytime it does.
Nice.
Going, Knuckles.
Now what is the other one outside is completely free. If you wanted to order it to go somewhere.
Yeah, I will tell it to go put out any fires that spring up. That's going to be its task for this battle.
Okay. And what are their movements? 30.
I believe it's 30 feet. This Reaver also speaks Draconic, so he heard that command to light fires. He'll tell these guys to stop that.
Okay. And so Reaver's just chilling out.
Yeah, he just kind of sits down, looking very disgruntled.
Okay.
There's literally nothing he can do while he's inside this wall of force.
Farron,
So
you notice that some of your friends are fighting your other friends at the moment.
I know I'm upset about this. So do I know I'm charmed?
You do not know. You do not know you are charmed until after the charm is broken.
Fuck. So I cannot try to get out of this. All right. So fuck, I am so sorry. Fuck. I got two shots here. I see two people. Technically three, but I know that cat's invisible.
Cat's
No,
not invisible.
Spectral.
It's spectral. You can still see the spooky cat.
Okay, I can still see spooky cats. I
Yeah.
am very conflicted about this because friends are fighting friends. What takes higher priority, newer friends or older friends?
You won't attack either friends.
I
if
can't attack.
that's what you're thinking. No, you're like, you see everybody on the field as a friendly right now.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, I'm gonna go find a torch and burn some tents.
Okay, so you grab a piece of burning wood from the tent next to you.
Yep, and I'm just gonna go right here and burn this tent right here.
Okay. Whose tent was this? People were in here.
I believe
Dorn?
Aaron and Dorngol were
Yeah,
both
that
in
was
there.
that was my tent.
Hope your shit's not in there.
You were asleep.
Uh.
As those of you behind the wall of force and probably Amelia see Baron just like get a little bit pyrotechnic and light Dorngol's tent on fire. Dorngol and Marius' tent.
That's all I can do, unless I can burn another tent. I mean, I guess.
No, because burning a tent is an action.
Okay. Yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
All right, so since we've got two people AFK at the moment, let's go ahead and take our first break of the night. Since this is a monster's turn and I need them around here. So give us a moment, everybody. We are going to get up, stretch our legs, freshen our drinks, and we'll be back in about 5 minutes or so.
Fog
All
hurts.
right, we are back.
So it's foggy and the fog hurts.
So
Why is it red?
I completely forgot that you guys were linked.
Yeah, we did too. We did too.
Now, if one gets charmed, that doesn't mean the other one gets charmed. Or did
Oh,
I
maybe.
say
That maybe
that's the
yes.
case?
Well, I know wasn't it?
Both suffer the fail.
Oh,
I see.
that is unfortunate for us.
Yeah, but the difference is if we both roll, we take the higher of the two rolls.
Yeah, but I only rolled once and completely spaced.
Yeah, and I didn't roll at all. So should I roll at this point, or do we want to just take it as going and then throw a charm on me?
Go ahead and give me a save, a wisdom save.
$24?
Okay. So I will say on your turn, Farron's charm will end.
Okay.
Okay.
Because it technically shouldn't have been a thing.
Yeah, but we forgot. That was our bad.
Oh, my next question was who casts charm and what's their save against bullshit?
This guy casts charm.
Oh, that'd be unfortunate for him.
I think his turn's coming up too, and he's got to take more
Yep.
damage here.
And this is his turn, yeah.
Well, hold on, let me grab some dice for
Well,
that.
don't roll the dice yet because he hasn't done anything yet.
I like to be prepared.
I think the benefit is we both get the chance to succeed, but if we both manage to fail it, then we're both screwed. Which makes sense. That's a good balance to it.
We could be
Thankfully,
screwed
you're
together.
basically opposing classes, so you've got a lot of saves.
We do, because I have the wisdom. My charisma is my other one, but my charisma's not great, so. But
But it's probably better than Farron's.
probably.
It is. It is better than mine.
I might have a -1 in charisma, but since I gain proficiency.
Sorry, I have to read this spell.
No worries. We're all just chatting.
We're all bullshitting.
I'm waiting for my delivery guy to find my apartment.
Oh, good luck with that.
At least 20 times I've had people be like, where the hell do you live? I was like, do you guys
Okay.
not read?
No, we do not. Reading was not part of my job description.
Yeah, I give anally specific details on how to get to my apartment from the parking lot, and they still take forever.
The best is when they call you 3 times during that process.
It's like, I can't find you. I'm like really? Dude, it's like,
So it's gonna fly up and hover here right above its companion. And it's gonna look directly at Reaver. Reaver, I need a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy.
Well, you didn't say charisma, so it's not going to be as bad as it could be. 17?
Okay, you barely resist this. as it as you feel it kind of reach out into your mind, giving suggestions to kill the cat as it casts dominate person.
Oh, that would have been real bad.
Yeah.
It's about
Hey,
to turn,
dodge
I
the
was
ball.
about to turn that wall of force into the Thunderdome.
Right.
Yeah.
I approve.
I mean, that's great. But I'm glad you saved. From our perspective. Although, it would have been entertaining to see what happened.
The cat would have died.
Yeah, the cat would have died.
Dorngal stepped away.
Let's go get food in the middle of battle.
But honestly,
I had to answer my door. Sorry.
honestly, casting a combination of Wall of Force and Dominate Person is a nasty combo.
Bullshit caster nonsense. All right.
I mean, it could be worse. It could be Wall of Force or Cloud Kill, then Wall of Force around it to hold it in place.
Yep.
And just
That's
let you
that's
slowly
another one of
die.
those.
Yep,
So
Or
how
maybe other
many
clouds.
how many lightning damage does he take?
I didn't do lightning.
Oh,
oh,
end of
that's
his
a
turn.
That's low. 5, 6, 7. 14.
14.
It's D-Force.
It's still not bad.
Still
for
good.
D4s. Yeah.
well, this time much better. I rolled a 14 and an 18 on the die.
18. Oh, okay,
So that's a 24 and a 28.
that will definitely hit.
Sucker one time. Hide. Wow, that's a good roll. Out of 4d12, I rolled 2 11s, a 10, and an 8.
That's pretty good.
That's 40 plus 12. So that is 56 points of slashing damage between the two hits.
He's not looking good. Are you doing anything else?
I can't do anything else while I'm raging. Because I'm not high enough in Druid to do the ultimate bullshit yet.
Okay. All right, so their turn. He is not looking good, so it's a cone. He kind of just inhales and just lets out a spurt of flame right in your face.
Oof.
Give me a moment here. There is something specifically I am looking for.
Nice. Not a good thing to look at.
I was just seeing if it was going to reach the tent or not. So I need a dexterity saving throw from you, Dorngal.
Yes, I knew it was there. Haha. Resistance. So I am resistant to fire. This one, double check. Using my totem spirit there. Alright. So dexterity save. Probably gonna fail because I have disadvantage because I'm wearing half. Oh, yeah, I failed.
Oof.
I rolled
You rolled a 1?
well, I rolled a 1 and a 17, but I have to take the 1 because I'm wearing plate, so I have disadvantage on dexterity. Is it just stealth, or is it like all dexterity
It's
checks?
just stealth.
It's just stealth, yeah.
Okay. Then crap. That's my
Live and let's die. Thank you for that raid.
Alright, I will roll a whole new die. Okay, that's a 19. So with my crappy dex of +2, that's a 21.
Right, so that will make the save. So you only take half.
Now I take a quarter. I'm resistant.
All right, so it would have been 30 fire damage.
Oof.
So you're going to take 7.
Yay.
I can't math. That hurts.
I laugh like and I blow a smoke ring with the fire he blew at me back at him. He's like, "Is that all you have, my friend? I thought you great dragon. Do better." Yes.
He kind of just grins at you. You could just see just like blood oozing out from like the wounds that you've given him. I'm just the appetizer. Wait for the main course. The other two gentlemen. This one's gonna run over to here. Breath weapon does not recharge, so they cannot breathe fire on it. This one's gonna dash. Oh. All right, so I need the lightning damage for these two gentlemen.
Let's see what we got. And 15 on the first one. And 10 on the second one.
Okay. Both are still up. And then Marius.
Oh dear, whatever shall I do? Oh, I know. Okay, Kitty, you're gonna float 30 feet down there behind them. Oh, so many ways to murder, so little time.
Okay, so the green one is about 20 feet up in the air above where the token is positioned. So this one's ground level. This one's in flight.
Okay. Uh, 20-foot sphere. 20-foot radius? 20-foot radius. Okay. I know how to make one of those.
I know some of these words.
When I learned how to draw shapes. 1 sec. 5 by 5. That's not correct because I can't math. Sure that's right. Look at that, it looks like I know what I'm doing some days. Oh. Dearest cleric, you are very safe.
Appreciate
Okay.
that.
Neat. So right there.
Good thing I stepped backwards.
So because technically this cat can nuke itself because it
The
doesn't
cat
take.
can nuke itself, and the cat's the casting point, so I don't have to obey the rules of I can't cast through the thing. Put me in a dome. Okay, fine. So we're gonna upcast this to... Oh, let's cast this at level 5. And it is going to be... What do I have at level 5 loaded today? Ooh, this is going to be necrotic because I have exsanguinating cloud loaded at that level.
Okay, so it's gonna be
we are
necrotic.
We are casting Fireball at 5th level.
Oh, those poor tents.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's necrotic damage.
So just gonna grade them. Got it.
Okay, so necrota ball.
Yep.
So they need to make.
Are structures susceptible to necrotic damage?
So it's going to be a Dex save, DC 16, versus for a total of 10d6 necrotic damage.
Hey, don't fuck around.
Okay, so let's see. I'll roll these here. The one in the air wouldn't be affected by this, correct? Because it's not a sphere.
20-foot sphere?
Is it a sphere?
sphere.
Fireball's a sphere?
Fireball. Yeah.
Yep.
Sphere? Radius sphere. Yeah. So he would have to make a save too. All right. So Blue Boy Dex is going to make a dexterity save of 13. Green Boy is going to make a dexterity save of 18. And then the dragons, or not the dragons, but the red boys, I'm just going to say they fail because I definitely know a 12 isn't going to save them.
Okay, so 43 necrotic damage.
What's your your spell save DC? 16?
16.
Okay. So these two are gone.
The caster is going to... Did the caster make it?
They're both casters.
The blue guy failed. The green guy saved.
Oh, he's going to need to make a concentration check.
Yes, he is. 11.
Do not put kitty in box.
But if you set out a box, Kitty might sit in it.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing is, I think it was the green guy that cast it, right?
No, the green
No,
guy was
it
the
was
one
the
who
blue
tried
one.
to dominate you. The blue one is
Oh, right. Okay, yeah. We should
So-
maybe be okay.
so it's got to make a 24. Because 48 damage half, so 24.
Yeah.
Not with a natural one, it ain't. So
Oh, sir.
that wall is gone.
Oofda.
Oof. There you go, Reaver.
As the earth elemental is still pounding the ground.
It's like you look at the earth elemental, it's got like about 10 feet deep now into the ground. Anything else?
Yeah. Now that I'm free from bullshit, Kitty's going that way.
As I'm free from the bullshit.
Listen, I just have to be within 300 feet of my projection.
Yeah. There's a lot of bullshit with that type of wizard.
It's a lot of bullshit with all types of wizards.
And that's fair. This one just has a very unique type of bullshit.
Very, verily so.
I love it.
Holy
No idea how
crap.
close this cat was to being a necromancer.
Okay.
What kind of uh-oh we're in now?
So as Kitty runs away, the blue one thrusts its staff up into the air.
Uh-oh.
As you see 3 bolts of lightning strike down from the sky towards the cat.
That is a...
It's not a. This is a normal attack. This is a
That's an
normal attack.
Ew. I
Gross.
don't like it. I don't like it.
Okay, so will a 20 strike you?
Yeah, it will.
Okay, so a 22 will strike. And a 30 will strike.
Yup.
Jesus Christ.
I want that staff.
Yeah, because it says it makes 3 bite attacks or lightning strike attacks. Ow,
I
okay.
want the stick. Reaver, get me the stick.
Where's the sick boy?
So, lightning bolt 1.
Are we gonna have to get a new Timmy?
Maybe.
That will be fine. Don't
Okay, so that's
worry
gonna be-
about it.
First lightning strike is 41 points of lightning damage.
Kitty's less okay.
Second lightning strike
Oh God.
is 41 points of lightning damage.
So even if you save, you're now at 41
Oh,
points of
there is no save. These
Yeah,
are
it's
just
one of my
attacks.
idiots.
These are just attacks.
What?
Yep.
That is some next gen bullshit.
And it's going to be 23 points of lightning damage.
I'm concerned how he got an attack.
My inner Necrath wants to give the kitty a new staff.
What do you mean?
Oh, no, it's his turn. Never mind. I was like,
Yeah, it's
wait
his
a
turn.
sec. I was like, if that's a reaction, I want to recount.
No. That was a it's a lightning strike attack, plus 12 to hit, range 120 feet on one target, and it's 8d8 lightning damage per hit.
Okay. So Little Cat is just going to lose his ghost for a bit. I'm just putting that in the corner.
Is Little Cat still up?
Little Cat is currently down. And a little bit crispy.
A little bit.
All right, and then it's going to use a bonus action to teleport 30 feet away.
Coward.
Okay, I have faith in our cleric.
Coward. Do you have faith in your cleric? I think you might be putting your faith in the wrong spot.
Yes, have faith in the death cleric to raise you.
I'll raise him all right.
One step closer to being a lich.
I mean, at least you have a positive outlook on it.
Now, out of curiosity, I have to read the spell.
I don't think I could take an adorable little cat lich seriously.
Those are doing its bullshittery.
Amelia.
Yeah, that's the point.
This guy moved, and that ruined my plans. How far away is he from me?
45.
Okay. Question is, do I notice the little kitty needs a little bit of help?
There was
hear the lightning.
Yeah, there was nothing quiet about what just happened to that cat.
You heard a little meow. You just were like, meow, meow, meow.
Oh, they went silent. Well, a cat can have a healing word, I guess. He's useful.
I guess he can have a healing word.
You know, that is exactly what I expect out of a death cleric.
8 healing.
Yeah.
Not gonna take my bonus action. How far is Toll the Dead reach?
I
60
want to say
feet.
60 feet.
60 feet. So, and where? Yeah.
All I have to say is
Go ahead and
get
Toll the
ready
Dead
for this bullshit, this entire one shot.
Yeah. This blue dragon that ran away like a coward can have a Toll of the Dead and get a wisdom saving throw.
Toll of the Dead.
Bong.
That's gonna be a wisdom saving throw of 25.
Okay, well that makes it.
Yep.
So nothing happens.
Bad thing about that spell, save or suck.
Yeah, slightly annoyed with Kitty. Kitty took spells. Alright. Oh no, I guess I'll just stay where I'm at. Yeah, I'll just stay where I'm at.
All right, Reaver.
Well, I can
Oh.
no longer pull off that little path of death that I had planned out. That wall of force. shut that
I'm
down.
sorry, how much? Oh, you didn't take any damage from Toll of the Dead, huh?
No, but the charm falls off of Farron. We said that would happen
Yep.
on my turn. Sorry.
I think I am going to start my turn by using Zephyr Strike.
Okay.
And then I am going to... we can pass freely through the space of an ally, right? It's just enemies that stop you from passing through their space?
As long as you are either their size or smaller.
Am Am I big enough to just step over the dwarf?
No, you are not.
I had to ask. It's okay. I've got enough
Fair.
movement speed to take a different path.
That's a fair
'Cause I
question.
have, let's get the ruler out.
Oh man.
Now all I can picture is a dwarf taking offense to that and stabbing you while you walk over them.
Okay, so yeah, I've got enough movement to go around the tent instead of through the dwarf's space. So I am going to go that way and do a little hop once I get up to this guy. So he's in that range. Because you said he's 20 feet up, right?
Yes.
Okay. My normal high jump will get me within that range, no problem. And I'm going to try and grapple him.
You take my ideas. I was gonna grapple this bitch.
The number for him to beat is going to be a 19. Not as high as I wanted.
He got a 17.
Oh, perfect.
Ooh.
Okay. So I jump up in the air and kind of put my paws out, my giant dog paws out in front of me, and just like dig my claws right into him.
And I can tell you right now, he is not strong enough to support the both of you in midair. So you just rip him out of the sky.
Nice.
Nice.
I do need a dex saving throw for you, or constitution
Okay.
saving throw, because you're falling 20 feet.
That is a nat 20 for 23.
All right. You're going to take a whopping 3 points of fall damage.
Oh no, fall
I think
down.
I can handle those 3 points of damage. So let's see. Yes, I knew I took this feat for a reason. I have the grappler feat, so now I have advantage on attack rolls against him because he's grappled. And I am going to use my extra attack there to take a swing with that sword.
Okay. Also, now you're just like pinning him down to the ground and just like,
Pretty much, yeah.
all I can think of is the TikTok video of the border collie with like the LARP sword in its mouth, just like chasing people with it.
Yes, exactly. Now, does this guy count as draconic for the purposes of the extra damage from the Dragon Slayer
Let
sword?
me see what they are classified as here. No, they are not considered dragonoids.
Okay,
They are considered fiends.
that's okay, because I still get the extra damage from Zephyr Strike on this. Assuming I hit, of course. And I almost didn't. But that will be a 26 to hit.
A 26 will definitely hit.
Do you have Colossus Slayer?
I sure do. So I will be counting that as well. That is going to be a decent hit. That will be 25 slashing damage.
Ouch. All right, anything else?
Nope. I think that's going to be it for me.
All right, Farron.
Well, someone stole my grappling buddy, so I too am going to do this.
I'm gonna lay on him too for double grapple.
Double grapple. No, I got a better idea. I'm going to fly past. I'm pretty much just going to use to double movement speed to this guy. Hold on, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5. Oh yeah, I got enough. And if I do that, can I action surge?
Are you dashing?
I'm dashing. Can I dashing and then action?
Yeah,
Action's just
yeah.
That happens.
Yeah, you
Action
dash,
surge.
you dash, and then you action surge. Uh-oh.
Yes,
Yep.
that's what I do.
Reaction.
I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna grapple this bitch.
You're gonna try to grapple him.
Yep, I'm gonna try to grapple him, and if successful, later on, I'm gonna suplex the hell out of him.
Okay.
What do I need to roll for again?
It's a strength check.
Yep.
Strength.
Oh, a strength
check.
contest, I should say.
Strength contest. All right. Let's see here. That'll be a 19 plus 5, 24.
I'm not even gonna look up his strength bonus because I know that the natural 9 I rolled on the dice is not enough. So you fly at him, and you've got him now like in a bear hug.
Yep. You ain't moving from me. I don't think I can do anything else with that.
Nope.
So yeah.
All right. The green one that's underneath Reaver here. God, I really wish Dominate Person would have taken effect here.
I got real lucky on that roll. I only have a +1 to that save.
Guarantee you, if that had gone off, there wouldn't have been a fireball. There would have been a disintegrate.
Into the wrong person too.
I mean, Disintegration's a great spell.
Like, oh, you dominate person, my companion and occasional mount? Well then.
Occasional mount. Ruben's funny.
Okay, so while it's on the ground, you've got him sort of grappled there. He sort of reaches up and lashes at you with one of his claws. It is at disadvantage because he is pinned. It's not going to hit. But as that happens, the hand kind of goes by your ear and you hear a snap. Can I get a wisdom saving throw?
You sure can with a 19.
Okay.
Reaver's just not having it today.
Like the first time ever, my dice are cooperating with me.
Good.
Don't jinx
Okay,
it.
so as the snap goes off, you hear like there's a bit of ringing in your ear, and like you feel like the reverberations inside, but you're able to quickly shake it off as you resist its confusion spell.
Fusion's a good one too.
We found the crowd control caster.
Don't shut me down for a whole round.
Dorngal.
Alrighty. Let's do this again. See if we can give this guy a warrior's death. Uh, 15 and 13. 25 and 20.
Both will hit.
I will take a picture. I shit you not. I rolled 4 12s.
Nice.
Damn.
You said give this guy a warrior's death. He had 4 HP left.
It's massacring him.
I'm like, holy shit, I think that's my luck for the fucking summer. Let's see.
All
You
those
roll-
dice will turn
You roll
against
max
now.
damage on a guy that was just like, you couldn't have killed him with a poke from a stick.
Have him trip over himself.
Like, holy shit.
So
Leave this fucker in half.
you try to give this guy a warrior's death, but instead of just, you turn him into paste.
What happens when you're raging?
Doesn't know his own strength. Oh, that guy's smushed. What can I see? An action. Yeah, I am going to move 40 feet towards this guy. That is all I can do.
Okay. Marius,
Okay, Kitten's going to stand up.
the smoldering little cat.
Going to dust the residual char off my hat. And I am going to cast Pull the Dead on the one Reaver has pinned down.
Okay. That's a wisdom saving throw.
That is a...
He failed.
That's a bad day.
Wait. I gotta see. Yeah, green one fails.
It'd be like 3d12 at this level. Since he's been hit.
Yeah, it's 3d12. Yeah, not great. 11, 12, 13, 14.
14 points of damage.
Yep.
Anything else?
Nope, that will be it.
So the blue guy looks back at Farron. Unhand me. And uses its bonus action to teleport out of your grasp 30 feet away.
I use a reaction?
Not with a teleport.
Oh, come on.
Not unless you have what is it, the Mage Slayer feat?
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm going to have to grab that later. Now, do I?
Super situational, that one, but great for stuff like that.
I have to look up all of these spells.
That's how you know they're dangerous spells, because they're
Yep.
not ones that you use very often.
No. They're all high level spells. Okay. So he kind of dusts himself off for a moment. And then he vanishes.
Dick.
Cowardly motherfucker.
Farron just says coward.
Hey, look who could finally do something.
Right?
Hey, look at that guy.
Poor guy's just been trying to get into the fray the whole fight.
That was me last session.
Yeah.
Kind of kneels down next to the one that Reaver's pinning. What do you say, Reaver? Take him alive or just be done with him?
You know anything about this orb they spoke of? Because if you don't, he's got answers.
Wonderful, they know of the orb. Well, that answers that. And just lifts his axe up and just brings it down right into this thing's face. Ouch. And it just, as it sinks in, the body kind of like spasms for a moment and then goes limp. He did 23 points of damage. They had 21 left.
Just enough.
Just enough. Emilia.
Yeah, I think I'll still do what I was planning on doing. Somewhere move around the tent to over here. That puts me... Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Animate Dead at 4th level so I can get both of these corpses.
Spell creates an undead servant. Yep.
Then I'm my zombies.
Cool. That's a little deadlifting right there.
I wish that blue guy was around here so I could command them, but he's not, so... And I didn't see where he teleported to, because there's a tent in my way.
Reaver.
I sort of saw the location of the blue guy, but I don't. I think I'm just gonna step over that body there and just kind of go over here and I guess use my action to try and sniff him out using my keen smell.
Okay.
Unfortunately, he is not one of my favorite enemies, so I don't get those bonuses, but maybe I'll be good enough on this roll.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception roll.
It's going to be a dirty 20.
A dirty 20? He was there, but it feels like he's moved farther into camp.
Okay, so let's see, I used how much movement? 25 feet. So I'm just going to continue nose to the ground, moving further down. Don't know where he is exactly, but I'm proceeding further into the camp, and that's all I can do.
All right, so at the top of the Farron, you'll actually get an action before this, but from where you're standing, you can hear the large beating of wings as you see breaking over the border of the camp. This large, almost woolly like white dragon flying out of the tree line.
You said white dragon?
Give me a moment. I will. Oh.
Fuzzy.
I think that one looked familiar.
And from the looks of it, it's about 85 feet in the air.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, so I'm the only one that sees this?
You see it first as you have an action before initiative 20. So you see it breaking the tree line and beginning to enter camp.
I'm pretty much just going to let everyone else know. Just be like, incoming, and point.
That's it?
That's pretty much it.
All right, can I get a wisdom saving throw from you?
I could definitely do that.
Oh, I gotta make a roll with you.
Oh, wait, never mind. Give me a second. Actually, yes. Can I get a saving throw?
I can do that.
Is this against a charm effect?
No.
Okay.
That's a 19. Dirty 20.
I didn't roll great. I got a 14, so you gotta go with yours.
Okay, so both it doesn't matter. Farron succeeded.
Perfect.
Oh, I completely spaced. Never mind.
Don't do that.
As it just flies overhead, like completely ignoring all of you. And then once it gets to here, it kind of like just inhales and lets out this superheated jet of air towards the tents as they all begin to catch fire.
Well then.
Drungle.
Some bullshit. Fucking woolly dragon asshole. Everyone's dead. The dragon's not landing. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we lost that block. Water thing you can do. Crap. So that will not work. Only good for beating things up. Fires out. I have nothing for putting out these fires.
You're also enraged right now, so you're not going to be able to cast any spells.
I was looking to see if I did have anything I was going to drop rage, because that's free. I don't have to think about it. Plus, there's nothing to fight, so I'll lose my rage at the end of this round anyway. Because the dragon's being a punk and not landing, so. Yeah, I got nothing. There's no combatants. The dragon's being a bitch, and I can't summon anything that can take out the fire. So I am gonna ready an attack. And if something like wants to play the fuck around and find out game, we'll have a round or two.
All right. Marius.
Actually, I'm sorry. Can I manually try and put out a fire? Is there anything like something I can do?
With the supplies that you have, I don't think you could.
All right. So then I'm getting ready.
All right, Marius. Preemptive, you are muted.
Yes. Exactly. Okay. 100 feet. Diagonal, but 100 feet. Said what, 85 up?
No, like I forgot to mention, he's descended down 60 feet in order for his breath
Okay.
weapon to work. So
Okay, so he's definitely within 100 feet of me.
he's
then.
definitely within 100
Good
feet of you.
Enough. So we are going to be casting off of the favorite tome of bullshit. We are going to run Immolation, and we're going to be casting that as Necrotic.
So what do I need to do here?
Well, that's what I was going for. I hit the wrong button.
Dexterity save. Gotcha.
Was that the right one? Yes, that's the one for this turn.
Does an 18 save?
It does. So he is not lit on fire. He still is going to take damage, though. And 20, 33 divided by 2, 15, 16 damage.
16.
And I'm trying to decipher if this is a bonus action, full action, or bonus action. Cool. Which means I'm going to burn a level 1 spell slot and bring back Kitten.
Okay.
Can I move it immediately? Within 60 feet of me. Cool. And that is going to be everything.
Okay. So the blue guy that you guys have been fighting pops out of his invisibility now atop the dragon.
Coward.
Coward. And from where he is at, he is going to drop some lightning here on Reaver and Amelia.
All right.
Yes, hit the cleric. Upset her more.
Amelia, does a 20 hit you?
No, it does not. I have ridiculous AC on this cleric.
How about a 23?
23 will hit.
Okay, and then Reaver, does a 24 hit you?
Yes, it does.
I knew I should have picked up a shield, because that would have, But I like my glaive.
Want to make sure I'm getting the right damage here so I don't screw anyone. Okay, Amelia, you're going to take 43 points of lightning damage.
Right.
Reaver. You're going to take 41 points of lightning damage.
41. Okay, I'm gonna hold my sword aloft like a lightning rod and use it in conjunction with absorb elements to cut that in half.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use absorb elements at 3rd level.
That is something you definitely can do.
Such a good spell.
And that's everything he can do because he's on top of the dragon, so he really can't run anywhere. Forgot his name. I want to say Therian, but Therian is the other old dwarf.
Beldar.
Beldar's gonna run down to here, kind of grimacing at the sight of the two overly necrotic half dragon zombies that have been raised. Gonna reach into his pack and he pulls out a small gray looking pot, and he just takes a like a flint and strikes it against it, and it sparks, lighting the fuse as he just reaches back and he just launches a ceramic grenade towards the dragon and its rider. But unfortunately, he's gonna miss, as it doesn't necessarily get up high enough, as it just falls near where the ghost cat is at, and collides and explodes, sending shrapnel everywhere. Amelia.
Trying to see what I can do. You said the dragon's 60 feet in the air now?
60 feet in the air.
Got it. How do I get...
Isn't the dragon 25 feet in the air?
No,
'Cause it was at 85
and it dropped down. No,
60.
it dropped down to 60.
Yeah.
Oh, 260. Okay.
I mean, I can get practically underneath it here so that I'm within 60 feet of it, right?
Technically, yeah.
Okay. And then I'm going to go look up at its underbelly because it's centered on a point within range, which is 60 feet. And I'm going to cast Flame Strike, which is a 10-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder that pops out of that point. So I'm going to need dexterity saving throws for both the dragon and the dumbass that's on his back.
Hard to do a dex save while you're trying to stay mounted on something.
Really is.
So neither of them have to make saves because both of them are immune to fire damage.
What about radiant damage?
Ah, that is true. So dex save for the Daggerin is going to be a total of 25. And for the gentleman on his back is going to be 13.
25 will save, 13 will not. So half damage for the one that rolled the 25.
For radiant, yeah.
Yeah, I'm only gonna roll the radiant because that's all we have. That would be 20 radiant, so 10 for the one that didn't take it.
Okay.
And then I'm going to back up here, and as a bonus action, I will issue a command to my new friends. And I'll point up at the dragon and its rider and say, kill them.
And they kind of look at you for a moment and begin to shamble over underneath the dragon.
I mean, yeah, I know
Kind
they
of
can't
like-
do much right now, but
Kind of like staring up at it and just like kind of just like swinging their swords trying to hit it.
the key I'm going for there is they will continue to try to kill that dragon for the next 24 hours. So run if you can.
Reaver.
Okay. The dragon's a little bit higher up than I thought it was. So we're gonna do a little bullshittery with the mechanics. I think it should all work out, but feel free to stop me at any point.
Okay.
This is like Therian level bullshittery.
Okay. I mean, it is Reaver, and he did travel with
Yeah.
Therian enough.
So, I'm going to bark at the earth elementals, issuing them a command, and then delay my turn until after they've gone. So Earth Elemental 1, this one right here, is going to grab hold of Earth Elemental 2. Earth Elemental 2 is not going to resist, and then Earth Elemental 1 is going to force move Earth Elemental 2 down to about here, because it's half movement to force move something. And then Earth Elemental 2 is going to use its movement to go down to about here. So it's, yeah, right there.
Right there or right here?
It doesn't really matter. It can make it to either space. And then it is going to hold its action until it's approached by Reaver. And Earth Elementals are very, very strong, and they're siege monsters. So I'm going to hope that it has the strength to do this.
Are you going to have a fastball special Reaver at the dragon?
Yeah. So the action that it's holding is essentially to be a springboard for Reaver.
Okay.
So Reaver is going to use his movement, some of his movement, he has a ridiculous amount, to get up to here. And then he's going to use the rest of his movement to sprint at the Earth Elemental, who's then going to have his action triggered to attempt to fling Reaver up to the dragon.
Okay. So since this is your action here, I will let you roll a d20 for the Earth Elemental. And you can add 5 to it because it's got a 20 strength.
Okay.
Reaver's not light, so this is going to be one hell of a DC you got to beat.
Yeah. My only hope of this being a success is that this thing, because it's a siege monster, may be able to pull this off. Oh, it was on the nat 20 for just a second, but it rolled off. So that's a +5, you said?
Yeah.
It's a dirty 20?
A dirty 20?
20 do it.
A dirty 20 will not get you high enough for the dragon.
Darn.
Damn. It's worth a try.
So I am going to need a dexterity saving throw from Reaver because you are coming down.
How high up does it get me?
You're up about 45 feet right now.
Can I throw the Dragon Slayer when I reach the peak of that jump?
If you have an attack, yes.
Yeah. I certainly do. So I guess, yeah, at the peak of that, I will throw that sword, try and get it
Yep.
right in the dragon's tummy.
Make it with a ranged attack. Since it's a throw, it's a strength attack because it's on a dex.
Do I have anything that's going to affect this roll? I don't think I do. I think I only have damage effect things. It's just going to be straight roll, but because this thing is, I assume, classed as a dragon, it uses the special properties of the sword, which makes that a 27 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. This is where it gets fun, because it's got a lot of modifiers on this damage, including the absorb elements modifier.
Oh, that's right.
That's why I cast it at level 3.
And it's taken damage, so Colossus
Yep.
Slayer.
It's got the Colossus Slayer as well. I should have used my bonus action to add on Hunter's Mark or Zephyr Strike, but I forgot, so that's okay. That's going to be 33 slashing damage and 12 lightning damage.
Does that resistance to light? So it's 33 and 12, you said?
Yep.
Okay. Anything else?
Well, I will make that dexterity save to see how badly I hurt myself. That's an 18 on the dex save.
Okay, that's good. You only take half of this. So you're only going to take 7 points of fall damage. That's already halved.
Okay. And that, I mean, I do have another attack, but I can't do anything with it. I'm out of range now. I have no movement left either, so I don't think I can try to avoid the falling sword. I'm just gonna hope it doesn't land on me, I guess.
No, the sword's embedded into the belly of the dragon at the moment. You got a hefty toss into that thing.
Okay, so guys, we have to kill that dragon, otherwise it's gonna fly away with my sword. That's gonna be the end of my turn.
Okay. Farron.
Hi,
I
it's me again. So I'm gonna have a pretty simple turn. I'm just going to dash to the dragon. That's it.
okay. Move yourself
All
over there.
Give me a second. And then like 10 feet up, or however you want to do it. Boop. Wait, move.
And then you fly up 10 feet.
Pretty much. I'll get there eventually.
All right. Dragon. is going to begin to fly off as it dashes 160 feet north.
Oh, why you do this to me?
So it's here and then 80 feet off the map as it flies back through and into the tree lines.
It's all on you, casters.
Unless anyone here has any sort of reaction.
I mean,
I'm not
only when
close
it's
enough. I'm not
when
close
it's in
enough.
range.
Not a reaction. I have to wait for my turn to do anything.
Okay.
I think half of us have Sentinel, but it has to be in range of us.
So as they fly off, you are out of combat.
I realized after my turn that I should have done something different on my turn, and that would have been very different. Oh well.
Goodbye, sword.
It's okay. What I was going to do next was probably not going to be great for the sword anyway.
What were you going to
Would have
do?
been fine. It's a magic weapon.
Banishment. On the dragon to try and drop the rider. She's pissed off at the rider.
Screw you, dragon. I was
You're in
really,
the dragon. Where's the rider go?
I was really hoping Reaver was going to get up to that dragon.
I was really
Yeah.
hoping to.
I'm like, oh, that is so cool. All right.
My choice was to use them or try and find like a trebuchet or something and use that.
People pult. Where's the people pult when you need it?
Exactly.
Right?
But you are out of combat. So before we do anything, we're going to take another quick break here. Specialize all that fun stuff. Also, I need y'all to level up.
Oh, really?
Yep.
But why though?
Because you gain a level. That was a milestone fight, so you guys are going to be able to get to level. And then hell. So
Casters.
give us a few moments and we will be right back.
Do this to me every time. It's like, hey, cool.
I mean, if you guys want, you can level up after we're done with this session. That way you have time to read through your stuff, because this is a level 13 level up. It's a bit more, it may require a bit more reading and whatnot for a couple of you. But now we're going to go on a break.
It's
All
turned
right,
in.
we are
Turn
back.
Rodin,
Oh.
you gave me 7th level spells.
Okay.
Oh, also,
I will figure those out later.
any creature that takes cold damage and it has disadvantage on Constitution saving throws to maintain concentration until the start of its next turn.
Going to have to dig through the book. That's what I hear.
Well,
You could always go with a classic and take Finger of Death.
ooh, hell yeah,
Yeah.
dude, that's a good one.
Or Crown of Stars.
Also a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, 7th level is when you start like deciding whether or not you want to actually be a lich.
I mean, I
There's so many of
guess,
the-
yeah.
Well, there's so many of the lich repertoire spells that start at 7th level.
There's also Reverse Gravity.
Yeah, I think 7th level spells are like peak magic for casters. I mean, there's a lot of great 8th and 9th level, but really 7th level's where it's at.
Yeah, 7th level
Yeah.
is just like it's like they're like you're like it's really gonna get hard to get to these other 2 spell slots, so we're gonna dump a bunch of horrible shit into this level.
You need a
But
HP increase.
Reaver, you see the dragon fly off. Dragon Slayer still lodged in its stomach.
Yeah, and it's going, what, 160 feet around, you said?
Yeah, with its dash,
Yep.
it flies 160 feet around.
Even with my speed, I can't catch that. I'm gonna immediately run over to Beldar and just be like, "We have a problem.
Oh, we have multiple problems.
We have a really big problem."
He kind of
That-
like looks around and as like it seems like the rest of the fighting has like died down or is in the process of dying down in other parts of the camp, and you could see just like almost a good 70% of the tents in the camp have been burned to some point.
I understand the camp is in shambles at the moment, but that risk I took, I shouldn't have taken. That sword that's lodged in it, it's more than just a sword.
You pulled a Therian.
Yes.
Explain, how is it more than just a sword? I know you said it was a dragon slayer.
Yes. Do you know what a world dragon is?
Does he know what a world dragon is? You mean like the dragon the size of a world? Made out of a world?
I don't know the full legend behind them, but my understanding is that they are, let's say, architects of the world. They've been sleeping for millennia, and that sword has the power to wake them up.
So you're telling me Therian was given a weapon that can awaken ancient creator dragons?
Yes.
I highly question the sanity of the being that gave it to him.
You and me both. But he gave it to me, and I have just accidentally given it to a dragon.
New plan. You and your little group here are going after that dragon to get your sword back. We'll handle things here.
I think that is a sound plan, however, I don't know if we can catch it.
Do what you do best, Warg. Track him.
That I can do. Look over at my companions to see the state that they are in.
I don't know, companions. What state are you in?
Dropping out.
As
I would've-
Marius reaches out and puts out the fire on one of his whiskers.
Yeah, fair. I would have stopped the undead, give him a new command, tell him just to follow me
Okay.
for
How
now,
long-
so they
how
not
long
run
do-
off.
How long do these undead remain with you?
24 hours. If I do not cast it again within 24 hours, they do their own thing.
Okay.
If I cast it again, I can reassert dominance.
I am the alpha zombie.
Yes.
Okay.
Now the question I have is, can you increase the number with that same spell?
Yes. Yes, I can.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can keep casting that spell and keep grabbing little dummy people, and then when you reassert, you actually get to go over 4.
That was
reassert over 4 rather than create new.
that was Zara's whole plan, was just to create a little like mushroom zombie army that followed her.
Oh man.
This point, she sees them as, okay, this person's trying to run away. Go kill that person, chase him down.
Do my bidding, fodder.
Well, the question is, are the zombies in this world like the Romero shambling zombies, or like the 28 days, World War Z, like, oh fuck these motherfuckers, I need cardio zombies?
Depends on what level. Depends on what level you cast it at.
Yeah.
They're the best of both worlds.
I mean, are you going to
And
spend spell slots to make them sprinters, or are you fine just with shamblers? It's up to you.
Well, and then I have this great spell that allows me to basically reinforce the undead. I have to find it because it does some shit that makes them harder to kill.
So the question is there a target cap, and can you just find a mass grave and just cast?
You could find
I
a
mean,
mass
it's-
grave in cast if you're strong enough.
Yeah, you gotta get a high enough level. When you start at 3rd level,
That's
single.
a very lich-like idea to do. It's like,
How do you
Yep.
think liches always have like an army of skeletons? They do exactly that.
Yeah, well, I guess I'm gonna cast Animate Dead at 7th level.
Yeah, I can essentially give them advantage on all their saving throws with another spell. Yeah. Yeah, it could get bad fast.
Have you ever like not?
The
So-
entire point was to have them chase down the guy that was
There
running
are
away.
there the two zombies that are next to Amelia now. Their bodies for more or less are still in one piece. They've in like over like probably about 70% of their body are like pockets of rot from the necrotic damage that they took from the spell, but they're still technically fully functional.
I know not of what you speak.
Lightning struck me 3 times and I blacked out. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, it's the danger.
They say lightning doesn't strike the same place twice. Well, so sorry.
The lie detector
does.
determined that was a lie.
It does when you play the fuck around and find out game.
Yes,
I
it
also
does.
still want that stick.
Oh, it has
Stick
nothing
to bye-bye.
has nothing to do with a stick.
I don't know that. He
That's
was
just a
holding the
natural
stick. I want
attack.
the stick.
True.
Listen, wizard. Wizard saw a neat spell. I want it.
So, looking at all my companions as they gather themselves, and just kind of turn to them. Are you all prepared to go after it then? Now.
Do we have a choice? It has a world breaker. It's nothing dragon should have.
Agreed.
Not feeling 100%, but I think Marius has a bigger problem with that.
Yeah, and you look
very charred. Kitty.
you look over the Marius and he's tore up.
He's barely standing.
Oh,
Kitty's seen
Bodies.
better days.
Kitty's muted as well.
Who wants to do a medicine check on the cat?
no, my friend.
I don't care. Yeah, I got you
I,
standing.
With the condition the cat's in, like you could roll a nat 1 and still determine ow.
like how many points are you down?
I think it's easier to count the number of points he has.
78.
78. I can't heal 78 points of damage.
Listen, I got turned into ground zero, okay?
Don't any of you have potions?
That's cute.
Sorry, Zoro ain't here right now.
I know, right? Zoro's not here right now.
Somebody go steal her bag of holding.
I have one greater healing potion.
I got
That's
2
going
regular.
to be it. Don't you have the druid wisp of healing?
Oh, you mean like
Healing spirit.
Healing spirit. I don't normally memorize that. I don't think that's a druid spell. I think druids can't like use that one.
Nope, druids
That's
do.
a druid spell, yeah.
It's one of the few healing ones, like big healing ones that druids get.
And then you just conga line through it.
Or just, yeah.
Although,
need to
unfortunately,
safety.
now there's a limit to the amount that it can heal.
Yeah. Healing spirit is not one that I have prepared because that means I have to sit around and not hit things with my big yummy axe. So
Nope, that's fair. I was just wondering, it's great out of combat as a, hey.
Give me a second. I'm trying to see what rituals I have.
However, if Kitten gets the rest of its sleep, it'll be fine.
I mean, Amelia could use less to sleep too. I took about half my hit points as well. half and half. But I'm more worried about Kitty.
The cat may be able to sleep on my back. Amelia, not so much.
If we, Rojan, complete our rest cycle, can we re-prepare for the day?
You're gonna have to do another 8 hours of sleep.
We can't let that thing be gone that long. I will burn because I'm really not going to use anything first level. I will dump 4 cure wounds on you and hope I don't roll like utter garbage.
Please roll high.
I'm not going to burn. burn fourth level slot. Actually, you know what? Because I just I have to have a full rest to get that slot, so I don't actually have it. And I'm gonna need that fourth level slot against the dragon. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna do this. I am going to. Is it for 1 minute? It's 2d6 for one creature. All right, let's do this. I'm gonna burn a third level slot, and I'm gonna cast Aura of Vitality. So if unless anyone else needs healing, I'm gonna dump all 20d6 into the kitty.
I think Kitty needs it most.
I'm just glad I have a lot of hit points normally.
Well, he's working on that. Can I sit down and start a ritual cast of bolstering brew? So I'm going to pray to God I don't normally pray to. And bring forth a brew of beer or ale, and up to 6 creatures within range can partake of this drink and share its magical benefits.
Ooh.
So you can get advantage on either strength or charisma checks. You choose it when you drink. You're immune to being frightened. And all constitution saving throws are made with advantage for 8 hours.
You definitely can do that.
We should drink more often.
Yeah,
Oh.
Kitty could get into this idea.
All right, so this is half of what you're gonna get. So let's see.
And I'll down a health potion as well for myself.
All right, so that's 38. I still have 10 more to go. Not as good.
You said the dragon flew in the direction of a forest, right? A tree line?
Yeah, due north of you.
Oh, actually, this one's actually I think better. About the same. It's 39. So you got 38 and 39, which should put you close to max.
Okay, sorry, what was the total?
38 and 39.
38 and 39. Gilly math. 60, 70.
38, 39, that's 77.
Thank you.
So you're 1 point away from max.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll just about do it.
Okay, so
It's
go ahead.
not gonna say it's not a conga line, but just as effective.
That is a spell.
How long is the Aura of Vitality up?
It lasts for 1 minute, but
Okay.
I pick who gets the healing. That's why it's not like healing word, the healing spirit.
Yeah. I was just curious.
No, as soon as that's done and the ritual for bolstering brew is done and we all have our drinks,
Yes, please, everyone drink.
I'm going to grab the kitty, throw him on my back, and make a beeline for that forest, because 10 minutes is about the limit of what I want to wait.
Yeah.
And thankfully, dragons are one of my favorite enemies, so I do have advantage on tracking them. And forests are one of my favorite terrains, so I can't get lost and I'm not affected by difficult terrain.
Okay.
Heck yeah. I am choosing.
Kitty is going
charisma.
to dig in and have a cat nap on the way.
And you each get to choose either charisma or strength when you drink the ale. And since it goes 6 creatures, I'll let Bald or whatever his name is have a drink as well.
Okay.
Dwarf friend can have a drink.
Dwarf friend. He's staying behind just to make sure everything else is situated.
That's fine, just in case they run into more trouble.
Yeah, I don't know
I
how
want that
long
go to waste.
those earth elementals are gonna last, but I'll tell them to help him, like, put out the fires and fix the camp and stuff.
The earth elementals are around for 1 hour.
Okay.
I'm gonna drag my undead with me.
All right, so back into the forest you go. Reaver, I take it you're the one who's leading this
Yes.
expedition. Okay.
Sure am.
So how are you tracking the dragon?
I am going to rely on my keen hearing and smell, which I guess would be probably perception.
Okay.
So on that perception check, it is a 22.
Okay. Get a perception, not a perception, but a what do you call it? Percentile roll.
86.
86. Okay. So you're making some good time through the forest. Like, you're picking up multiple scents of dragons. Like, as you're going through here, it seems that others had passed through the forest while this whole commotion was going on, but your nose is locked on to that boreal dragon. It seems like it isn't even changing course as you begin to lead everybody just due north through these trees. Every now and then you see a couple drops of blood sort of like splatter on the ground or across the trees itself. But for the time being, you're making good distance, but the dragon still has a bit of a lead on you.
Unless anybody spots something or does something that makes us stop, I'm just going to keep going.
Okay. Go ahead and keep going.
I think if you'll allow it, I'll switch to survival to continue the tracking.
I think it's still going to be the same roll that you did, since this is like you're going directly by scent.
Okay. I mean, it's the same modifier either way for me, so it doesn't make too much of a difference as far as the roll goes. Although that roll was not quite as good. That one's a 17.
A 17? Okay.
Oh no.
Don't do it.
8.
8
on the percentile.
Great. At least I don't know, though. I was expecting much worse.
Okay.
Right back.
So, Reaver, your nose peaks as there's just this huge scent of blood. And you veer off into that direction as it still smells like it's that boreal dragon. And you go rushing in, your scent just flying wild as you're getting closer. Just the scent that the Dragon Slayer sword is once again in your grasp. And you come into an area that the trees are just like destroyed, toppled over. There is blood everywhere. As you come to this clear, not necessarily a clearing, but a crash site of that boreal dragon laying on its side, barely breathing. A staff laying in front of the dragon itself. But there is no sign of the Dragon Slayer.
Does the boreal dragon look like it's in any condition to like snap at me if I approach at it? Or
No,
approach it.
it looks bad. Like the wound that is now empty, you can see that it's almost in the advanced stages of festering, almost as if the blade itself is poisonous.
Okay.
And then you notice a small pile of dust, not too large, but maybe about the size, like the circumference of like a coaster, at like near the bottom part of the dragon, as if something had melted or disintegrated.
Okay. I think the time for caution has passed, so I am going to run right up to the dragon, like get right up in its face, and just speak to it directly in Draconic. Where's the sword?
While this is going on, are the rest of you coming in to the crash site itself as well?
Yes.
Yeah, but I'm purposely staying away from the front cone area of the dragon.
Yeah, you're doing the dragon tactic and not putting yourself in the tail whip or the breath weapon. Okay.
Yep.
I don't get much of a choice. I am on Reaver's back.
Okay.
While there's talking, can I take a look around to see if I see signs of the dragon that was on its back?
Go ahead and roll me an investigation.
Priorities here. That's an 11.
11.
Did
You
not-
don't really
did not
see
roll
much,
great.
no. Like any sign of like that the blue is kind of erased by the cataclysmic damage that this dragon has done to this part of the forest. Like any scent or anything is just this blood.
Do I notice any animals in the immediate vicinity still?
No. No.
I had to
They
ask.
all-
I had to ask. I had to ask.
Fair.
Gone.
Gone where?
Wherever the blue one took it.
Blue one, weren't you allies?
He said I served my purpose. That I was dead weight.
Didn't hear him complain as he was running away.
Did he move on foot?
I do not know. I blacked out after the crash.
Where might he have taken it?
Why would I tell you?
Because we can heal you.
Give me a deception check.
I mean, technically we can. Doesn't
We
mean we're
definitely
going
have the
to.
Hour or two.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
like
No. That's going to be a 0.
We are enemies, dog. Why would you heal me?
I wouldn't.
I've experienced that blade firsthand. I don't want it in people's hands. If he has any intelligence in that skull of his, he will seek to destroy it.
That is exactly what he should not do. He destroys it, then it will be trouble for all of us.
trouble how?
I think I would have to ask this question twice in one day, but do you know what a world dragon is?
It looks at you and rolls its eyes. Of course I know what the world dragons are.
Then you know that they spell trouble, and destroying that blade will wake them up.
It would spell trouble for you. I would like nothing more than our creators to awaken.
You understand that they are your kind. They are just as greedy as you are, and they will take everything from you, just as they will take everything from us.
It will bring order. You will be knocked back to your place. Pray to worship and venerate us like the godlike beings we are. With them awake, we can easily do to the world what we did to this mountain.
Do you really believe that they aren't going to be as vain as you are? That they aren't going to see you as ants, as servants, just as they would see us that way?
It is the natural order. We may be lower beings to them, but we are still higher than you. Places for comfort.
See,
But I look to a future where I have already passed. So what happens to this world is not my concern.
Well, you assume we'll just let your corpse be here and let you pass. More point at the two undead behind me goes, I'll just bring you along with me.
You don't have the power to do that.
So you think.
Amelia, you have some interesting abilities. Can you force the dead to answer our questions?
Can? Well, that's not as much fun as bringing him back and making him do our bidding.
That is always a possibility as well, but if you can force the dead to answer our questions, then this dragon no longer has need of his life.
Are you trying to threaten me, dog? I have
I
already
don't
accepted
need
my death. The moment that blade pierced me, I knew I was not long for this world.
So you can tell us where that friend of yours might be heading. Remain in this world for a little bit longer. Or we can take you out of it and force you to tell us. Either way, we get what we want.
And now I ask you a question, dog. Do you know what a death rose is?
Do I?
Give
Run.
me a nature check with advantage because you have experience with dragons.
Anyone?
That is going to be a 17.
A 17, you know exactly what it is.
Let's run now.
26.
I think there would be a brief moment of concern, maybe even fear on
And
Reaver's
as
face.
that fear, like as that clicks in your mind, another wall of force forms around the area.
Can it get all of us?
If you're near the dragon, yes.
Oh, that's not good.
That's a big wall of force.
As you see breaking the tree line about 30 feet ahead of you is that blue creature, now missing its left hand. The blade, the sword sort of wrapped up in a bit of fabric as it's holding it, clinging to the to its body.
I think Reaver's going to panic for just a moment. Then remember, he has a very powerful wizard on his back. Marius, can you... they're getting away.
You're muted.
You are muted.
It's a fantastic question.
Yeah, I cannot do anything if I'm in the wall of force.
Can Huh. Funny. I think I can. The manifested mind doesn't occupy space. It is just spectral.
Mm-hmm.
So where you can see.
Can it pass through the wall of force?
It cannot. Nothing can pass through the wall of force.
Yeah, because the wall of force crosses planes as well.
That's fucked.
I think
However,
Well,
teleport,
I do have a second option.
or you can get rid of it. I think there's only
Nope,
one
I
spell you can
can
bring
I can do a thing. Hold on. Where
Well,
is
Wizard
this?
is thinking, can I keep an eye on the dragon? If I see them starting to slip, I will actually use a healing word just to bring them back up. Just enough,
If
not
I
enough
remember reading it correctly, Wall of Force can be dismissed by some very specific spells.
Let me see here.
one very specific spell.
Yes.
One which
that
I
we know
might
our
have
wizard
loaded at
carries.
the moment.
Let's see. Nothing physically can pass through the wall. It is immune to all damage and cannot be dispelled by dispel magic. A disintegrate spell destroys the wall instantly, however. The wall also extends into the ethereal plane, blocking ethereal travel through the wall.
Well, in that case, the moment I see it happen, I'm going to look at him straight in the eye, reach up and snap my fingers, and cast Disintegrate.
Okay. And that disintegrate just flies from your snapped fingers, slams into the wall, and blows out the wall itself.
Kill him.
I'm gonna repeat that command to the undead servants that I have. Pointing out the dragon I want them to go after.
Oh
But they
yeah,
will-
as soon as the wall goes down, like rage and 40 feet. Like if he's within 40 feet, like,
Okay. And those of you who are making your attacks all rush towards them, and they go right through it as it dissipates.
Oh, we
Oh,
got
asshole.
snookered.
Coward.
Illusion.
I'll tell the
is
undead
he-
to return. The run.
And Spectral Kitty is going to go 100 feet up straight in the air.
Okay. Spectral Kitty
Say-
goes 100 feet up.
Does Spectral Kitty see anything?
100 feet up, you do not see anything.
Okay.
As the area that you're in, you notice that about 60 feet to the west, or to the east, I should say, the tree line breaks and begins to go up the mountain.
Reaver, we need to find him.
And you sort of hear the dragon sort of its breath getting a little more ragged.
Let's get out of here now.
Can I do a medicine check to try to stabilize the dragon a bit more?
Go ahead and give me a medicine check with disadvantage.
Okay, I can do that. Fuck. Where's my other D20? There it is. Okay. Double 18, so 19.
19. No conventional means are going to heal this wound.
I think it's time for us to move away from this. We can come back once it's dead to get our answers.
Agreed.
Reaver, there is also a clearing that goes up the mountain in that direction.
As soon as that direction is pointed out to me, I'm going to...
Reaver, give me a history check.
Reaver rolling great on all these 1 modifiers. That's an 18.
An 18. You remember that certain sections of the mountain do have dwarven made exhaust vents that lead into a bit deeper into the mountain. This is normally used to like vent a lot of the heat from the pipe network that sort of flows throughout the entire structure, mainly in the area where the tram network is housed, as it's meant to regulate the power flow and make sure that nothing in that section of the mount is going to burst.
Okay. So with that in mind, I'm going to just immediately start dashing in the direction of where that clearing was pointed out to me. Maybe this little blue guy is headed that way as well to get quick access to the mountain. But either way, I do need to get out of this area to get away from that strong blood smell so I can maybe start tracking again with a clearer nose.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm leaving the clearing too, heading off with them. I don't want to get caught in the death throes of this thing. I'll come back afterwards if we need to.
Okay. What about the rest of you? I know Cat's on the back of the dog, so
following the warg towards the known hole into the mountain.
And what about Farron?
Farron is going to follow, but before she leaves, she's gonna like turn to the dragon, and in Draconic she says, "I wish you well in the afterlife."
There is no response.
That's fine.
Okay. So as you begin to rush out of the forest and, beginning to climb up the mountain, there's no explosion or anything that comes from that dragon. As you may guess that it's dead, but doesn't seem like it had any sort of death roast to it. Maybe just bluffing to get you away from it.
True. I did not roll an insight on that.
Though, as you begin to climb up the mountain, Reaver, you do see the outline of the creature that you were chasing. Though it looks like it's completely statuesque now, petrified.
Okay. I think I'm still gonna be heading straight towards it at
You
full speed.
sorry, you've got like a huge delay on your camera at the moment. There's like a 3-second delay to your camera.
I can fix that by rejoining the call.
Okay.
That should be better.
Yep. You're good.
Yeah, Discord just does that to me sometimes. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm gonna head straight towards this creature, despite its curious state, until the wizard on my back tells me to slow down and, smart.
Does the wizard thing?
And if
Well,
he
you want
never
me to
does
tell
the
you to be
wizard thing,
smart.
if he never does the wizard thing, then I'm just going straight up to it.
Okay.
You want me to be a voice of reason?
Someone has to be.
I think this.
More stop.
I think Marius wants as much revenge on it as you do.
Much as I
Yeah.
want revenge on it, I'm more stop 30 feet out.
Okay. So as you get close, Reaver, it is most definitely that the creature. Its hand is missing, but there's no wrapped dragon slayer anywhere. And you see a single dagger sort of jammed into its chest.
Does the make of the dagger look familiar in any way? Like, is it clearly an elven dagger or a dwarven dagger or something like that?
Do you have skills in blacksmithing?
I have no skills.
Go ahead and just give me a straight intelligence check then.
Nope, that's going to be a 3.
It's a dagger.
I think Reaver is just going to let out a frustrated howl at this point.
Quick question.
I'd like to hop down off of Reaver
Okay.
and see if I can use Arcana to figure out what the heck that dagger is.
You most certainly can. What did you want to do, Dorgal?
And, like, from where he is, like, where, like, is, like, how much are there any plants, foliage, something that's more than just grass?
It's
like a
just
tree
rock.
or something?
It's rock and snow.
And there's no tree line anywhere. It's just basically just
The tree line broke at that 60-foot mark, and then you started going up the side of the mountain.
gotcha. I would like to try and make a survival check to try and find some type of flower or something blooming that's within like at least 30 to 40 feet of this guy.
All right, go ahead and give me that survival roll. Marius, what did you get for your Arcana check?
Nat 20 for a total of 29.
This is an average mundane dagger. There is nothing special about it.
It's not a good roll.
Then I am going to, for the sake of my own sanity, quickly cast Mage Hand
Okay.
and pull the dagger out with it.
The dagger is just wedged into the body. Like the mage
Mage
hand,
hands.
it's like you pile on mage hands, so if like that's even possible. And like
I mean,
they
that one snake can do that, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, the snake with 100 mage hands. But like this mage hand tries, pulls and pulls and pulls, and it is just stuck in that body.
Huh.
You really want the dagger? We just knock over the statue.
I'm gonna. Can I investigate the rest of the statue to see if I can find any reason for this thing being the most grotesque marble statue I've ever come across.
You know what? I'll just give it to you because of the nat 20. But before you do that, what did you get with the what'd you get with the survival check?
It was a 15.
A
so I probably
15?
didn't get anything.
Yeah, there isn't any sign of any like mountain flowers or anything within the area. Go ahead. So the nat 20, there is, it almost looks like it petrified the moment it died, trapping the blade inside of it as it did.
Interesting. Not the way I would choose to go.
Makes it so we can't extract any information out of the dead body. There is no body, it's a statue. Still say we knock it over.
Well, that means the blade went elsewhere. Huh. Well, Reva, the good news is the blade's not here. Bad news is, I have no idea where it went. And that happened upon its death. Odd choice of ways to die, and not my personal preference, but here we are.
I don't have the
If you
spell
so
prep
wish,
that
we can
remove it.
push the statue down the hill and watch it tumble.
Wait, so this creature turned into stone when it died?
Yes, and it trapped the dagger that killed it inside it.
I've seen living things turn to stone before, but not dead ones. Does it work the same way?
Well, he was probably living. Then he wasn't.
I don't understand a lot about magic, but I have also seen this stone curse removed from living things. Can it be removed from dead ones?
Most likely, he'll probably continue screaming in pain and dying and then falling down the hill. But yes. Or the whole thing just explodes.
If we can remove this curse or whatever it is from him, then Amelia, could you not speak to him?
Well, I could speak to him. Fortunately, I can't remove this, not without sleeping first.
I mean, if someone had melted stone, we could just remove the head and take that with us.
I mean,
You don't need a spell to remove the head.
yeah, we just don't want it split into too many pieces.
I mean, it doesn't even look like it's hard stone. It looks like an average everyday statue. You know,
How many pieces do you need in order to speak to it?
I need an intact head. Actually, technically, the spell I want to use just needs a corpse.
That's horrifying, and I love it.
Recently deceased corpse. It's all it requires. So,
You're a monster, and I love it.
this character was designed to be the monster. Yes.
this is how you play Necromancer.
Yes.
Yeah, the
Pretty
problem
much
is
what
we
she
got
is.
two characters in this party that are like well on their way in that direction.
I will leave the decision as to what to do here in your hands. I'm going to search the area for a vent.
And as you say that, up the mountain, probably like a good 120 feet from where you are, a huge jet of hot air kind of like just blows out of the side of the mountain for probably a good like 15 seconds before dying down.
I found one.
That's a way in. Probably not a safe way, but a way. How long are those tunnels?
They span the entire mountain, as
Yes,
well
but
as
how
the
often
height
does
of
it
a
do that?
mountain, but below the mountain as well.
But how
Frequently.
often does it do that?
Frequently.
Oh. Is it safe?
No, but we have traversed them before. You know, there was this one time where Therian and I went through those vents in order to make a quick escape after getting on the wrong side of some of the guards. We did not make it out in time. Well, I made it out, but he did not make it out in time when the exhaust came through. Have you ever seen a bald dwarf? And I mean completely bald.
I can't say I've ever seen someone shave a dwarf.
Count yourself lucky.
That'd be as bad as a shaved warg.
Yes.
Marius, my friend, I've been doing much thinking. I do not know the ways of your book, Kitty Magic. But the shamans in my village, not all, but some, if there is something lost, they can cast the magic to find the thing. Is that something maybe you can do? Yes?
If you can find me a scroll of it that I can add to my book, maybe. Unfortunately, I never really studied the ways of locating magical things. I just studied the ways of blowing things up.
It's unfortunately something I don't normally study every morning, but it's something I can do tomorrow. But I feel like tomorrow might be too long.
If we have no way to find, walk around for a day not finding anything, or rest for 8 hours and let you learn the spell. I think resting and you doing the finding is better, no?
I mean, the good news for you guys, I rested about 4 hours.
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
We
even
pull this
better.
thing's head off. Does anyone have the strength to pull the head off the statue? I'd really like to take the head with us.
Do we really need the head?
Yes. It will be useful
Yeah.
tomorrow.
I'm gonna pull it.
Okay, Farron, can I get a strength check from you?
Yes, you absolutely can. That is 23.
Farron walks over, grabs just opposite side of the head, and just yanks it off. And as soon as that happens, you hear a high piercing whistle coming from the body as the head and the rest of it explode in a rain of shrapnel.
Oh! Oh! How far is the radius?
5 foot radius.
How tiny are the
Oh.
pieces?
Hold it up, and then I'm just like splattered in the face with this whatever. Like,
And the head's gone too, because the head, I think he said, exploded as well.
Yeah.
So
So those of you who were near that thing, can I get Constitution saving throws? No, I'm sorry, Dexterity saving throws.
I can do Dex.
Farron, you are going to fail because you are holding on to the head.
Okay.
even though we yeah.
Can I just put the head in front of me when it explodes? Oh no.
I got a 19.
All right, so
I wish I
I'll go
had-
I'll go around
But
for
if
this.
Farron fails, I think I automatically fail. This is the link.
Oh, that's right, because yeah, you would fail. You would
Yeah.
automatically fail.
Yep. Thanks, Farron. Thanks. I guess it was my idea, so I guess I can take this.
You asked me to.
All right, so what's Dorngold, what do you got?
I was
Yeah,
near...
you were looking for the flower. That's right. Reaver,
19.
19. You two failed. And
Yep.
Marius, since you are on the back of Reaver, you can just take his save.
Okay, I'm down with
So
that.
Reaver and Marius, you're going to take half. So that is going to be going to be 16 points of piercing damage. And then the linked people are going to take 33 points of piercing damage.
Owie.
Ooh.
Sorry,
Can I
how
do
much?
a range check?
You're going to take 13 points of piercing damage. As I finally brought something in that I love from Dragonlance.
Floating bodies?
There are specific draconic like humanoids that have this thing that happens to them, that when they die they instantly turn to stone and then they explode.
I'm not feeling too good. So I'll have to drop some healing of myself.
There's going to be a very angry growl from Reaver, and then the dog shake to get all the shrapnel out of his fur.
And you can see that the hilt of the dagger, the weapon itself has been destroyed from the explosion.
There goes
That's-
our answers, I suppose.
That's new magic,
Unfortunately.
or very old magic. I can never tell.
Reaver's gonna just kind of like pace away in frustration with this entire sequence of events. But he's gonna pace kind of between where this stone creature was and the vent that he saw. Maybe if he's lucky, he can spot some footsteps or something. I know it's stone here, so
Go ahead and give me an investigation check with disadvantage.
Or I have to drop.
That's gonna be a 2.
There are no signs anywhere that you can see that are footprints or any sort of sign of movement along the side of the mountain.
Or I drop 2 level 3 healing words into myself.
Alright.
That's not looking good. And plus 15 on the first one. Then that was good. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. 13 on the next one. Total of 28 healing.
I hate to admit it, but I think I have failed in trying to track this thing down. However, this trip may not be entirely a waste. I've lost a very powerful and dangerous artifact. We did have another task that Beldar had mentioned that we aimed to do probably tomorrow, but perhaps we can take care of it now. In order to advance, we need the tram system running. That vent up there may take us to where we need to go in order to get it running.
Well, you should probably time how long between exhaust vents so we know how long we have to get down this hallway.
So if you wish to time the air vents, go ahead and give me a survival roll.
Okay, I can do that.
We're gonna make this a group check. So everyone give me a survival roll.
Yay.
Oh God, I'm glad you're not relying on me.
All right.
And
What's that?
I was gonna tell Fox the same thing happened to me. I got a 20 that got rolled off to another number.
Dorngal, what'd you get?
14 plus 8, so 22.
Nice. Reaver,
17.
Amelia,
23.
Aaron,
10.
and Kitty.
2 plus my spectacular stat of 1, so 3.
So, looking at it, you seem to have a feeling that it goes off every 45 seconds to a minute.
That's terrifying.
It's terrifying.
You can't get the grasp because you keep staring at it, and like it feels sometimes the spurts come out faster, other times it's sort of a little bit longer. You kind of get the feeling that the system itself isn't at full operational capacity.
You know what? I'm being stupid.
That's
I'm gonna
something you
just-
never want to hear the wizard say.
I'm going to just sit off to the side of it, so I won't get singed.
Okay.
And I'm going to send Spectral Kitty down there, because Kitty can't take damage.
Kitty cannot take damage.
And it's going to go its full 300 feet down that thing.
Okay. So as
And I can
Kitty
see the whole time.
as Kitty goes down the whole 300 feet, you're constantly being hammered by these spurts. You notice that every now and then there are other connecting tubes that seem to feed into this pipe that have their own twists and turns that they go into, but they seem to get a little narrow the deeper you go into it. And you go down, Kitty can get a little bit into each one of them, but not too far in. So you just have a feeling that these are just tubes that are feeding into a larger tube for expulsion.
And they're obviously producing the same heat.
Yeah, they are obviously producing the same heat. But Kitty goes down the full 300 feet and can't go any further. But you can see that down even more. There, like, you can see the exit probably about a good 75 feet in front of you.
So we're looking at damn near 400 feet.
Damn near 400 feet of tube before you exit
Okay.
out.
Kitty is going to do full speed back to me. Well, Reaver, I've got good news and I've got bad news.
I'm listening.
Well, there's an exit. About 400 feet down that shaft.
Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that there's an exit. It kind of bends down. Like it goes downward.
Into what? Good question. I don't have an answer for that.
Because I was thinking about, like, no, that wouldn't work, because how would a pipe expel heat if there are two open ends?
I don't ask.
Yeah.
Magic
It would go
works in
back
weird
way.
ways. So it's going to be at least 400, maybe 500 feet. I'm not sure we can cover that in the time that we have between.
Do you think that the pipe itself is wide enough for all of us to move at our full speeds? Or will we have to traverse it slowly?
I don't want to say that we're going to make it because there's also a whole pile of small offshoots which also produce extra. Really warm, possibly flammable air. So, in the interest of our own personal survival, we might want to find a different way in. Unless you want to be a incinerated bald warg.
Well, it probably wouldn't be the first time, but I
Look like one of
would
those strange
prefer to
hairless dogs.
keep my life.
It's the two of you are talking. It's getting a bit later, and not really later, but every now and then off in the distance, you see other vents kind of expelling heat at a slower pace. None of them really in time with one another, giving you that feeling that once again that this isn't real, that whatever is feeding the steam into these pipes isn't at anywhere near full operational capacity.
Can I see one? Is there one that is measurably slower?
Go ahead and give me a... No, because I said you saw it. Yeah, there is one that seems to be considerably slower and doesn't really seem to have a lot of heat being expelled out of it. While the one that you're next to is like sending out streams of like superheated air. This one is more spurts and puffs.
Reaver, we should check that one.
I think that would be a safer option, then I agree. Suppose we should count ourselves lucky that this is not operating at its full ability. When it does, we would certainly not be able to proceed inwards from the outside. You know, when this thing is at its peak, it is quite a sight to behold. It produces enough of this exhaust, this steam, to create its own clouds, in a way, around the mountain.
Curiosity, then. What are they connected to? And is there a nice way of getting out of them? Or are we going to be dumped into a forge?
Well, I suppose that depends on which one we go down. Some are connected to the forges, which are powered by the magma of the mountain itself, so probably don't want to end up in there. Others are exhaust for the tram system and other systems that heat and cool the mountain itself. They really go everywhere.
Well, if we wander over to that one, I can send my little friend down and we can see what we get.
Sounds like the best option to me. What about the rest of you? How are you feeling? Are you able to proceed?
Do what I must. But I will sometimes, I'll spend some time. I'll converse with the gods and see what they say about going down this specific pipe. Hopefully it doesn't end in a forge or something else that will kill us.
I can ask the nature and do the same thing. Do you want to take some time and see if we can maybe commune together?
Not saying that we shouldn't get the sword back as soon as possible, but being alive to do so would be beneficial. So
Fortunately, this sword will have to be on hold until tomorrow, and we can use magic to find it. Hopefully.
This other vent, how far away approximately is it from where we are?
The one that seems to be like stuttering and spurting.
Yeah,
it's probably about probably a good 150 feet down the mountain range, or down the mountain itself. Like from where you're at, it's like 100 feet, like 150 feet straight shot.
How about Marius and I head over to the other vent while you all commune? And you can just join us once we get there. That way, you can speak to your deities, and Marius can send his weird creature down there.
His other form.
It's technically a projection of the sentience of my spellbook.
That doesn't make it better. Or it does, I'm not entirely sure.
So while they do that, I'm going to start ritualistically casting Commune. Dorngal wants to help with that. He's welcome to.
I am going to ritualistically cast Augury because I don't have the cool kid spell like you do.
So all of this will have to wait until next week, as this is
Awesome,
where we are
Ivy.
going. This is where we are going to stop for the night.
Oh man.
But thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in tonight. This is not the only show that we currently have going. On Monday nights, it would normally be Mass Effect, but we are currently on hiatus with that. So we are doing a little miniature campaign on every other Monday of the Chimera Collective that is currently, I think you guys are still playing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Next Monday is episode 4?
Uh,
Five. I think.
5. And that is run by Kiara Phoenix. Then you have us here on Tuesday night, which is normally Destiny Forge in our third campaign, but that is also on a hiatus. So we're doing a little miniature one shot of, or I should say mini adventure of Into the Wildlands 2. On alternating Saturdays, we have 2 different shows. On this upcoming Saturday, we have another episode of our Pathfinder 2 Extinction Curse campaign of Wayward Wanderers, run by Azarin. And then on the following Saturday, or on the opposite Saturday, I run a 5th edition magical post-apocalyptic game of Withered Wastes. But that is going to do it for us tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will catch you all on Saturday for Wayward Wanderers.